just yesterday, my husband was reminding me how when we would have a disagreement, we would go through cycles where we did not um, clear the air after the first conversation. So we would have a good, 2 days where we would be on the high, and then a couple days later we'd be back on a low. So one of the things that I wrote down was like grudges and bitterness. Um, and what I mean by that is my husband, like a lot of men, I'll say, I'm not trying to generalize men, but because of how most men are raised not to express their feelings, they don't always communicate well when it comes to conflict. And that was him. So he would say a few words, and then I'm spilling out my heart, and we're going back and forth, and we're not finding any type of resolution. And so we would both end up still mad, and I would hold grudges for days, talking about, and I think I mentioned this during the first time I was here, it could be 3 or 4 days, and we are just passing each other by, and I'm barely looking at him, and he leaves out the door for work in the morning, and it's whatever. He comes back home, I eat dinner, he eats dinner, and I'm off in another room. This was early on in our relationship. I
Hmm.
started doing that and when we were dating, and then it carried over into the marriage. And I believe most people think that's a normal behavior, but it's not.
No.
Um, and it's not helpful at all. And for me, I can't even, of course, we give all credit to the Lord, but I was not where I am. Where I am today is not where I was at that point in time. So
Hmm.
truly, it was conviction from the Holy Spirit. I know we would attend a marriage ministry breakfast event from time to time, and the pastor, this is also the pastor who married us, he would talk about fright or flight responses. How are you responding to one another in times of frustration and anger? And we realized that we were opposites. So it took a long time, but over the years, we just said, we're going to sit here and we're going to talk it